Hi, everybody. Before we get to another great interview, the Two Opinionated podcast could really use your help. And it's easy, it's free. IMDb, which is the entertainment database, imdb.com, named us a top 100 podcast. We came in at number 82. That's a big deal because there's 15 million podcasts and growing. So to be named to anybody's top 100 list, pretty big deal for us. And the way you can help is to go to imdb.com, look up the Two Opinionated podcast, and that's it. Just bringing our page up. That traffic really helps us out. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. All we ask is that you subscribe. It's also free, but that really helps us to attract these amazing guests that we keep bringing on the program. And that's it. Two easy ways for you to support us, and we would really appreciate the help. Now let's get to that interview. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Two Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I've got actress and writer Sofia Yepes with me. So welcome, Sofia.
Hi, welcome to me. Thank you.
And you're Sofia with an F, which I love. That's my favorite spelling of that name.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. It's been a thing in my life.
Well, like my son's name is Brett, and his mother and I battled over that one. Not the name. We were fine with the name. I wanted Brett with one T.
Okay.
Like Brett Maverick. I
Okay.
wanted, Brett. She wanted Brett with two T's, like Brett Michael.
Yep. Yep. I have a story with a Brett before, and I misspelled his name on
Oh,
a
well,
family
which one was
card.
he wanting to be?
Well, he is, to this day, I don't think I even know. I think he's one T,
Yeah.
but he would, because he used to like be he's an artist, and so he would do double T's and an S. And so I thought that's how his name was spelled. And his mom asked me to fill out a card, like a Christmas card, and I spelled it that way. And she
No,
was like, my son's name's spelled with a one T. And I was like, oh
that's
no.
his fault.
I was so embarrassed.
You were set up.
Great name. Brett's a great
Yeah,
name.
she won out. He's two T's, and being honest, that was probably the right call.
Yeah. Most
But
people
I was
like,
like, he's 25 now, but back then I was like, oh, Brett Maverick. But
yeah.
oh well. Brett Michael won out. So Sophia, let's start this way because we have to talk about the new film. But before we do that, tell me a little bit about what got you into the entertainment business. Tough business to go into. Why'd you want to do that?
Hmm. Did I want to do that? I don't know about that. Honestly, I think for me, it was I kind of was born
Yeah.
just entertaining. Like my poor mom, I like put her through hell. I would come up with these crazy scenarios that she would just walk into like at the peak moment of, the crying or the fighting or whatever
Yep.
the the peak, the pinnacle part of the scene would be. And she's like, what's going on? And I was like, oh no, I'm just playing acting. And she's like, oh my God. Like I just grew up that way. My whole life I've
What
been
was she encouraging with that, or did she try to get you to go into something else?
um I think so where I come from, it wasn't something people did.
Right.
I don't think that she was discouraging. Like they loved that I love to act, but I don't think they knew how to like nourish that,
Right.
They
Right.
didn't know
Right.
how to like put me in acting school or get me headshots or things like that. Um, but they were like very supportive because every Saturday night I was putting on a play and they're, whether it was good or not, they're clapping and loving me and all that. But I think my parents, especially because they come from a different country,
Yeah.
they were very it was very important for them for me to get like a degree that I can
Mhm.
use as a career and like fall back on. So for them, the idea of me going into this industry was just like, ugh, like we'll love you and support you, but you should have a backup plan, you know?
Yeah. Well, as parents, that's all we want. We want to know that you're okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever you're doing is fine, but as long as you're okay.
Yes, yes. I think once it just wouldn't like I realized it just wasn't going anywhere. This this love for this industry is
Yeah.
here to stay and it's only getting stronger. And I decided to come out here that I was I said it's either go for it 100%
That's right.
or I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm just gonna be in something else, which I'll learn to love, but it wouldn't be the kind of
Well,
love.
you'd always wonder though.
Yes, definitely. I'd
Yeah.
always have that what if.
You know, at least now you're trying to. If the worst thing that happened was that you had to go back to the other thing, not
Oh
terrible,
yeah,
but then you wouldn't be wondering. But I
exactly.
don't think that's gonna happen. I think this is your
I
calling.
don't think so either. Now that's it's done. Like I'm already here. I've done
You're
it.
in it now.
I did it. That's it. Scott, we're done. We're here.
Are you still doing are you still podcasting?
I am developing. So I closed down. I had as a mother
Yeah.
before,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
I
stopped.
love the title because and you said it just like it should sound.
Yeah. It was great. I mean, I was trying to figure out a name, and my dear, dear, wonderful friend who's also in the film, he's giving me so much love. He's like, so like as a mother, this and as a mother, that. And I was like, oh my God, that's the name of the podcast,
Yeah.
Amazing. But no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm developing another podcast, but it's very in the
Early
infant
stages.
stages. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
little bit more prepared. Learned a lot from the first time around, doing it a little differently
Well,
second
that's
time.
the nice thing with podcasting is it's pretty easy to get started, but that's when it gets a little bit complicated because like if you want to take it to that level above just putting a podcast out, you got to
Hmm.
you got to put a little bit of effort into it, but you don't usually know that until you've done it. I
Exactly.
totally get that because we had that we had a we call it a false start. So
Okay.
we started, realized very quickly, oh, this we need to rethink this, and then it was like another 6 months, and we restarted, and now we should hit 1,000 episodes this summer.
Amazing.
It's
Oh
kind of
my God.
crazy.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah, I know.
amazing.
I'm so excited about. Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's so awesome.
I know. I'm like, I got
Seems
but,
easy from
but
the outside world, but it is actually a ton of work too.
it's a lot of work. That's
Yes.
what I said. I know everybody's kind of like, but I'm like, it's a big deal for us.
Huge deal. Congratulations. That's a
We know the effort it took to get here.
yes.
But no, it's good. I'm glad you're redoing it because podcasting is so much fun and it's such a developing media. We're
Agreed.
really just at the beginning of it. Who knows where it'll get eventually?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so the new project is the low end theory.
Mhm.
So tell me about this one. What's this one about, and what's your role in it?
All right. So this is a feature film.
Yeah,
It's a neo-noir thriller.
we love
And
our neo noirs.
don't we? And this one's about this woman who
Yeah,
her dream is to become a music producer. Like this is what she wants to become and really like be known for. But in the meantime, she's working for this drug lord, like handling his money.
yeah.
And so along her journey, she, meets and falls in love with this singer. And, she thinks this is it. Like, okay, everything's aligning, or, I'm in love. She's the lady. And turns out she owes some money to some pretty bad people. And now my
Yep,
character, Raquel, decides to steal from her boss, who's also a very dangerous man,
yep.
to pay her debts.
It's that old tale.
That's that super light, hilarious.
Well, so what's the time period that it takes place in? Is it supposed to be like the 50s?
Nope, modern time.
So it's modern time. So I
Yeah,
guess that's the neo nor.
Angeles. Sorry.
I said that's the neo of the nor.
Exactly, exactly. We put a couple of different things, female lead is kind of neo,
Yeah.
especially for film noir. And she falls in love with a female, also very neo part of it. Um,
Yeah, so
there
you've taken kind of the hard boiled, kind of story and modernized it.
absolutely,
Huh,
absolutely.
I kind of love that.
Good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do you get away with it?
Um, spoiler alert? Kind of. I mean, do we ever get away with
No,
it?
no. In long term, it's going to affect you in some way.
Yes, exactly. And a huge theme is karma. So
Yeah.
that'll tell you kind of whether I got away with it or not.
Yeah, I kind of love that. It's got a like a sneaky good cast.
Hmm.
It's really good. It's a really good cast, and the writing I know is really good too because I know you helped with
Well, that's very nice of you to say. Thank you. Thank
it.
you. Oh no, I mean our cast is unbelievable. I
Yeah,
have the honor and the privilege to say that most of the cast are friends of mine, like really close friends of mine,
I
and
mean, how great is that to get to work with a bunch of friends?
the dream. It's the
Yeah,
absolute dream. I mean, you get to do this with your son. Isn't that like the best
it's
part
the
of
best.
this?
It's the number one part. It's
Exactly.
my favorite part. Absolutely.
Yeah. And same thing for us. We just get to play with each other. I mean, we help each other with all of our auditions anyway. So it's just like one big audition.
I kind of love that. I mean, you're because it's well, you tell me because obviously you're all professional actors, so you're used to doing that. But to me, if you know someone like on a personal level, then that would only benefit the acting.
Oh, totally.
I don't know why, but just the just that kind of being familiar with each other and comfortable with each other that would have to help.
Oh, I mean, I would say so. My co-star Renee Rosato, I've been working with him for 20 years. He was
Oh
the
wow,
first person I've ever worked on a film with ever. And when we're on a scene together, like we're it's like we're friends for real life, like we real for real life. Sorry, I was watching the Bluey episode you had and
that's our most watched episode.
oh my gosh, I love that show, so it makes sense. Yeah.
How
Um,
can you not? It's one of those shows that I'm not so sure that I wouldn't watch it even if I didn't have grandkids to watch with.
oh, I totally watch it by
It's really
myself.
good.
My son's always like, "What do you want to watch?" I was like, "You know what I want to
Yeah,
watch."
it's a tearjerker too.
It
I
is
know. I
totally.
know.
But yeah, whenever we're in a scene together, it's super easy. It's
Yeah.
very seamless, and we feel very comfortable like going outside of like just playing, like you know,
Yeah.
play art's much bigger when we're with people that we know and we're very comfortable with. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. Where did the idea come from?
So the idea was Francisco Ordonez, which is the writer
Hmm.
as well and director. Um, he kind of had this idea already kind of bubbling. And I had come up to him and I was like, listen, like, I'm just tired of waiting for Hollywood to see me.
Right.
So let's do something. I trust you. I know
Make your own break.
exactly. I
Yeah.
know you're talented. I trust me. I can make it happen. I feel like I'm talented. Can we do something? And he pitched it. And one of the things that I love to explore is relationships. I
Yeah.
love like the conversation of relationships. So toxic love and gosh, that like constant that thing that the consequence, like where we're
Yes.
like considering should we do this, should we not do it, what happens when we do or we don't, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just kind of like workshopped it together
We've
and
all been through those moments
exactly.
because it's such a big decision. It changes everything.
Changes everything, everything. And so, yeah, so, I was like, yeah, let's do this. And also, it was important for me, and it's become even more important after doing the low end theory that genre films,
Yeah.
um, is just like, I grew up loving them. They're huge,
Me too. Yep.
classics, right? And I don't really see my Latinos in them,
That's
and
very true. Very
right?
underrepresented.
Yes. And so we do have some things coming up where we're explaining our Latinohood or our queerness or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't really have genre films that are just about the story and the grittiness and
Right.
this and that, where we happen to just be Latino in it.
Well,
Or
those are the stories that I grew up on and loved them. It
yeah,
just they just weren't very diverse.
That's
So
right.
if we're getting to the point where we're back to telling really good stories, but now they're include everybody,
Yes.
that's perfect.
Yes, exactly. And so that's a huge part of it. Where it's like, let's do a genre film. Let's do that. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that. So did I'm assuming that the response from everybody involved was very positive, like right from the beginning.
Yes. Yes. I mean, not, you know how it is, and out here you have to kind of there has to be a little bit of seeing it to believe it.
Right.
So Francisco and I worked pretty hard for a number of years to help people see it. And I think once we started raising money, like real money for it, and started like really putting ideas together, it really just started snowballing into a lot of yeses for us and a lot of
That's
people getting
awesome.
excited about it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Was because obviously you're acting in the film. Was there any part of the film that was a stretch for you acting wise? Jeff, was it a reach or was it just like this? I'm fine. This is in my wheelhouse.
Um, I would love to say that was fine. She's such a different character. She's so,
That's what I was
so
thinking. It sounded like such a different character that to me that would be a little bit difficult to play.
yeah. Oh, she was very different. She was very dark,
Yeah.
and she had a lot of demons that she was battling. So I would say no, all of her was very hard for me to like dive into, and I took a lot of time with her to
Yeah.
really understand her, and it took a lot of time after we shot to let go of her.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
So she hung around a little while.
You sure did. I was like, okay, we're done, girl. Like, you can go. We are
Well, I think a
done.
lot of actors have that when you hit those kind of those passion projects, especially where you really connect with a character, it's hard to let those go.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I learned that I have to figure out a routine to let go of these
Yeah.
characters because they do become a little bit part of you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have to move on at some point.
Of course. Of course. I still have to be a mom. You know what I mean? I couldn't be this like dark, troubled military vet, like it just couldn't.
So you did some writing. You've acted on this one. I know you did the production side, which is never easy. Any plans at some point to step behind the camera?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely tickled my fancy a little. I think being in those rooms that I hadn't been before, like the audio and then the music and coloring and all that kind of stuff, I was like, this is awesome. Seeing how you can really put something together to like fit your vision. So yeah, I definitely have some aspirations in that
Yeah,
realm.
yeah, I would have assumed so. Because usually it's if you're writing, you're you're kind of part way there. You're
Yeah, yeah.
already thinking like a director,
Yeah,
a
totally,
scene
totally.
setter.
Yeah, yeah, which I totally understood. I never understood why so many writers were directors. And then I was like, oh, it
Yeah.
comes in hand. You see it. Like you have to
Well,
finish.
yeah. Who better to kind of
Exactly.
put the vision out there than the one that wrote it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
I enjoyed your appearance on Ray Donovan.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I was 6 months pregnant in that, and that's a real belly.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people in the cast were like checking me out, trying to figure out if it was real or not the whole.
I assumed that it was just fake.
Really? That's funny because the role didn't call for a pregnant woman at all. It was kind of one of those roles that you just realize like, oh, it's you bring the life to the character, you know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, it was
Yeah.
really
Yeah. It
yeah,
did. So it didn't. They had a character in mind, but they let you have a little leeway with it.
totally different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Kind of cool.
thanks. It's
No,
fun
sure.
and
It's nice when you get those appearances on a big show because it kind of exposes you to those kind of sets, which I'm assuming would be helpful even when you're working on a smaller set.
oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. And it was shot on location too, which is kind of like my film. My film was all shot on location.
Yeah.
So it was actually really great to see how to navigate those kinds of spaces and how to make it work
Yeah.
and with the other actors and green rooms and things like that. Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. But I think it's fun to be on location, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
almost like you're really in it.
How long of a shoot was this one?
The film,
Yeah.
26 days.
Well, I mean, that's a little bit of time, but that doesn't seem terrible. That's probably about average, isn't it, for a film?
I think so. Honestly, I think it all depends on like the budget and stuff.
Yeah.
We had a lot of locations, so it was
Right. That does make a difference because you got to reset every time you go to a new location.
exact.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, sometimes we had 2 or 3 locations in one day to make our day. So
Yeah. So where where is the low end theory now? Or is it going the festival route? Is it out at theaters, coming out at theaters? Where can we go and find it?
we're not gonna do the theater thing. It's just not something that
Yeah.
our strategy planned for. We are actually in distribution. We're streaming
Very
right now.
nice. Very
Yes,
nice.
we do. We're on In the Black Network, and they've expanded like a Latino department, and we opened
Yeah,
up
yeah.
that department for them, which was pretty
Is that
cool.
just a is that an app? Is that just a yeah, yeah. Okay.
It's an app you can download, free to download, and then you can check out
Well, yeah,
the
we'll do it. That's the nice thing with where we have our studio. It legit everybody in my family lives within 20 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we can
That's
hold like 20 people in here. So we love doing like the kind of the date nights and just having everybody
cute.
come. So that's what we'll do. Yeah.
Oh,
We'll have everybody. I'll take you some pictures.
oh my God, please. That would be so awesome. Please do that. I would,
Hey,
oh, that,
I'll
that
take
means
some pictures. Yeah, well, it's the best. We just order a bunch of food and then, we just have a movie night.
I want to do that.
Oh, well, come on. It's a weekend. You probably got a day. You can fly on
I,
in and
yeah,
watch it
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. Okay. Let me just book my ticket.
Just go ahead and take care of that. Sure, it'll be fine. No, we love doing that, and it's a great way to kind of bond as a family and spend a little bit of time together. And it's neat too because a lot of this stuff where I'm getting to talk with people from what we're watching, I don't know, it just makes it better.
Oh, totally. I mean, it's really cool to be able to sit and have conversations with family about films. Like,
Yeah,
one of the reasons why I like making films is to start conversations, is to be
yeah,
like, well, that's crazy. Like, I never saw it that way. And then somebody else was like, how could you not? And then before you know it, it's like, oh, this
right.
beautiful discussion,
Well,
How
we're
amazing.
very much one of those. If it's a 2 hour movie, it's probably going to take us 3.5.
I love
There's a lot of
that.
stop and talking.
Oh my gosh, oh, I love that so much. My friend doesn't watch movies with me anymore because my son and I are talking about like talking through it.
I know for those people that really don't like it when people talk in movies, it's miserable.
Yeah.
But I just embrace it. I'm like, fine, let's just stop and talk about
I,
it.
I love that. That's so cool. That's so cool.
It kind of reminded me of when I was growing up, there was for a little while there was no VCRs or any way to tape anything. So if you missed a show or a movie on network, you're out of luck. Maybe
Yeah,
in a rerun it that summer and stuff.
right.
But what it would do, it'd force you to be in front of your TV at a certain time, certain day, and then you could talk about that episode for a week until the new
That's,
one comes out. I used
yes,
to love that. Yeah,
that's really
now
that.
it's a lot easier to watch stuff now, but we kind of lost that little water cooler talk.
Yeah, that little preciousness of it all,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Because now we
Totally.
binge everything, and that's great too in its own way. But we kind of lost you binge it, it's terrific, but then it's done,
And that's it.
and that's
And
it.
like what do I binge now? Like what do I,
Right.
you know?
I kind of like it. Give me an episode or maybe 2 episodes a week, and then
That's so
yeah, it expands the enjoyment.
love that. I love that. I mean, I guess it makes sense why you have a podcast.
You
Because
know,
you
it's funny because everybody in my family is musical. Everybody.
Oh,
I am
really?
not. Like I'm the farthest from it. And I always
Really?
wondered about that. I was like, well, what's my thing? Apparently I'm just the talker. I was like, I guess we know who's introducing you guys.
Well, that's perfect. Then I think you're in the right business.
I think the problem was it took me 50 years to figure it out.
Oh, well, sometimes
I'm a
we
little late to it.
sometimes we run late. It's okay as long as you get there.
That's it. That's it. What
Yeah.
else do I got going on? This is great. Oh shoot. Is there a genre that you haven't done yet that you would like to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured there was.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute,
Western.
don't tell me. Let me guess. Don't
I
tell me.
said it. Did you hear me?
No, I didn't hear it, so it's okay.
Okay, okay.
All right, so I've got two guesses, but my first one, the one I figured is horror.
Okay,
And
okay.
my second guess, comedy.
Yes, I haven't done comedy and I would love to do comedy. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but horror is closer to the one that I'm working
Okay.
on next.
And what's the one you're working on?
Western horror.
Oh, I'm in. Man, I'm kind of a chicken, so I'll probably have my eyes closed some, but I love westerns.
What happens to us? Because I used to love horror as a kid, and now I'm such a chicken. Like,
I'm just I don't know. We're dumb as kids.
I guess so, right? We're just like, yeah, let me scare the shit out of myself. You know what
Start
I mean?
thinking as you get older, could this happen?
Right, right. And the logic kicks in, and you're just like, hold up, hold up. I don't need
No,
to
I
be.
love that. Can you talk about that at all?
It's really still very, very like young. I'm still just developing the script with someone. But Western is something that so I worked with an art appraiser for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
And of course, he knew all the stories and about all the things. And we
Yeah.
came across some pieces that for some reason we were going over Western music, like music from I don't even I can't even tell you what the names are right now. I just remember that I was fully like curious,
Yeah.
super interested, and I was like, I don't see that many Latinos in Westerns either,
Oh,
unless, it's, cowboys and Indian type of situation. But
right.
I was just like, I want to do a Western. And so it's been in my head for a few years now. And someone recently came up with an idea to me about doing that. So I was like, I'm freaking in. Like,
Yeah.
let's do a
I
Western.
love that. I mean
Hey,
the
pretty easy
closest
there.
I could think to that would be like Bone Tomahawk, something like that.
Bone Tomahawk. I don't
Have
even
you
know what
seen
they
that?
call. I'm not even like a Western gal. So I have some research to do.
Oh yeah, look that one up. It's Kurt Russell. So
Okay. Oh, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. But it's kind of a horror western. That's the
yeah.
only one I can think of, and that
Bone
was several years
Tomahawk.
ago. Bone Tomahawk.
I'm
It's a
writing
good
it
movie.
down.
Yeah, it's a good movie. But yeah, I love that idea. So will you have a role in the movie?
I'm not sure yet. I don't think so.
You don't want to be a gunslinger?
I do. I do so much. If I do, it'll be a smaller role.
Yeah.
Just because this is something I'm really not that familiar with, and I want to make sure that I do a good job. So,
Well, if you need somebody to just be the body, I'm
okay.
right here. I'm right here. You need somebody to get shot. There you go.
Okay, amazing. All right, half the job is done,
It's
right?
done. I can definitely fall over.
Okay, amazing.
You probably don't want to give me any lines, maybe a oh no or something, but that's it.
Okay, cool.
Keep it
Okay, I'll
simple.
keep that in mind. Thank you.
I can definitely lay still.
Okay.
I actually think you'd be really good with comedy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love comedy. I definitely
Well,
want
it's
to.
it's comedy. It's very it's kind of like music because it's got such a rhythm to it, and it's so easy to mess it up if your timing's off.
Yes. And I think a misconception about comedy is that people feel like they need to be funny, like they have
Yes.
to try to be funny. And I find that the funniest people are the ones who are being very serious. Like, that they're not trying at all, that they're trying to be so serious in that situation that
Yes.
you help but die of laughter because most of the time it's the most ridiculous situation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, it's
You're
a tough,
right. If
tough.
it's forced, it's not funny.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
That's the I saw
That's
a
Jim Carrey, because then no one does anything like Jim Carrey. I mean,
well, that's right. Okay. Jim Carrey, yes. Because
yeah.
everything he does is forced and it's all hilarious. But there's not many like him.
No, no, no. Not everybody can pull it off.
No.
Sorry.
I know, and now he's not doing that much anymore.
I mean, he's such an incredible actor, though. Like, he's given us so much
He
beautiful
really
work.
has. He
Hmm.
really has. And I'm still kind of amazed because there's that story back there where he tried out for Saturday Night Live and they didn't pick him.
Oh, I do know that
Yeah.
story.
I'm
Wow.
like, how did that happen?
That's actually a really good point because he's so Saturday Night Live-y,
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
don't know.
how in the world did they miss? I mean, I'm sure In Living Color didn't mind, but
Fair enough. Wow, that was also a really great show. That didn't last very long, huh?
no. And it was funny.
It was so funny. It was so
I'm kind
funny.
of surprised that they haven't tried to bring that back at some point.
That's a really good point. I feel like there was talks of it, but I might just
Yeah,
be
I
making up
know. I know.
stories.
I know.
But I
But,
do.
but going back, I think you'd be very good at
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna put that in my pocket for a special day.
I mean, do you have a preference of film or TV?
I'm definitely a film gal.
Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah.
but there's been such great TV lately
I
too.
know. It's the lines are blurred now. They didn't used to
Yeah,
be. It was if you're a movie star, you're a movie star, TV star, TV star. But now
right.
everybody
There's
does
so many
everything
movie
now.
stars that are TV stars like, now, you know what I mean too, and vice versa. No, I mean, I'm definitely a film gal. Um, I think also in terms of like acting and stuff like that, I really just how I go into the character is
Yeah.
it I think it lends itself better for a film. Um, would love to do some great TV too. I mean, and lately it's just like, oh, these shows are so
Oh, they're so good. I know.
powerful, amazing.
I don't have enough time. There's too
I
much.
know, right?
Too
I
many
know.
good things.
You could have like a binging thing, like a whole season or something with the family too.
Oh, you totally could, and we could do it here. But yeah, they'd be here all the time. They kind of are anyway, but that's okay.
It's so sweet. It really is.
We're pretty lucky because it's my brother, all his kids are here. My parents are here. My wife's mother is here. But the kids, we've got our house across the street is one daughter, across from her is one son, down the block is another son, and then
Yeah,
my other daughter is like 15 minutes away. We got
that
a
is
little compound going on.
amazing. Amazing. That's so that I like I had a friend who said they wanted to do that with their family. I was like, okay, dream on. That'll never happen. Like, what are the odds? And you actually made
We're
that happen.
doing it.
That's
And
beautiful.
the thought was we wanted to do that so that when the grandkids came, they'd be right there. And now
Oh,
they are. Now
oh,
we've got grandkids running around.
that's
So
so sweet.
it's
I love
it's
that.
it's sometimes it can be exhausting because there's constantly something going on,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's pretty great. It's pretty great. I
That's
can't
really
complain too much.
that's really, really beautiful. And it's so cool for the kids, like to be able to. That was one of my favorite things growing up is being in family all the time. Like we
Me
were
too.
always together, you
Yeah.
know? And it's really nice to be able to grow up that way. You don't, I mean, I grew up with my cousins. Like those were my
Yeah.
friends. My
Me
friends were my
too.
cousins,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I
So that
know
was really,
it's a good buffer because the world's hard,
oh
especially
yeah.
when you're young. People
Yeah.
are mean. It's nice when you've
Yeah.
got family that you can, at least you have that no matter what.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Well, Sophia, I appreciate you coming on here and giving us a little bit of update on the low end theory. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to take pictures now,
Please,
so
please do.
we'll definitely watch it. Anything else that you're working on that we can kind of keep an eye out for?
I'm working on well, I think you mentioned the podcast.
Mhm.
It's called Sana Single Mama.
Yeah, explain. What does that mean? I saw that. What does that mean?
So Latinos have a thing that whenever a kid falls down, you do this little lullaby. You go, sana, culito de rana, si no sana hoy, sana mañana. But essentially, you're just
Nice.
saying, heal, heal. And then it's the most ridiculous thing afterwards. It's like, bite of a frog. If it doesn't heal today, it'll heal tomorrow. Like, it's just, it makes no sense. But
Hilarious.
yeah. But essentially, when you go sana, everybody knows what you're saying. It's like, heal, heal. And
Yeah.
My journey as a single mom, there's a lot of healing involved. So, I just wanted to build a community and find resources for single mamas on their healing journey. And just, it's a very alone place to be sometimes. And I just wanted mamas to feel a little less alone. Just know that
I
someone's
love
there.
that. Yeah, I think it's so important because that single parenthood, which can happen for a lot of different reasons,
Absolutely.
but however it happens, you're always by yourself, and at times you're going to feel down about it. You don't
Yep,
have, we're lucky because we've got so much family here. Most people don't have that. So
that's right.
what support do you have? And if you're it, like I know, I only have the grandkids a couple times a week where it's just me, and it's
Yep.
exhausting. I
That's just
couldn't
a lot.
imagine doing that nonstop.
Yeah. Yeah. And you give them back at the end of the day,
That's
you know what
right. That's how I get through it. I'm
I
like,
mean? Yeah.
there's an end time.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, so that's the other thing I'm working on. So yeah.
I love that. I should have just asked my wife's father was born in Juarez.
Oh,
So,
really?
so yeah, so she's half Mexican, so she can speak in fluent Spanish. So I should have just asked her. She could have told me. Yeah.
Ask her
And you
what's on that
think it
family.
would have rubbed off. We've been together now 20 years. I still
Oh,
can't speak it. That's not true. I can count.
oh, that's a start. That's a start. Something. Something.
I can count if I'm ever in a foreign country, I can at least count. And they'd be like,
But you're trying to get to the bathroom and you're just like uno, dos, tres. Like they're
please
like,
help
what?
me.
Dance? What are we doing? Amazing.
I would not, I would
That's on
not, I wouldn't be confident in my ability to save myself if I was needing help.
I bet you'll come out of nowhere for sure. It sticks, even though it doesn't feel like it sticks.
Well, she had to go to China back in let's see 2008. They had the Olympics, and she works for Live Nation, so she was over in
Oh,
China.
okay.
So before she went, it was the whole we're listening, trying to learn to speak Mandarin, and
Mhm.
she got pretty good at it. But all of us, kids included, we could speak a little bit by the time she went because it was playing just nonstop. And of course, I don't remember any of it now, but at the time, I was like, I think we could have went and actually survived.
That's amazing. That's incredible. Good for her too, for like preparing for that trip and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, she had plenty of notice, so she spent a few months just trying to help her a little bit when she got over there. And I guess it did. She was there for 6 weeks or whatever, and did
Oh,
okay
wow.
with
I
that.
guess, yeah, you
I
had
guess
to
it
learn.
went. I guess it went okay.
Yeah. She's
So
here. She's back.
she's back. I'll tell you real quick. This is my favorite part of that story. So she's worried about me. I'm celiac, so I can't do gluten. And this
Uh-huh.
was 20 years ago, or close to 20 years ago, and it wasn't as easy to eat gluten free back then.
No,
So
not
she's
at all.
worried about me. So she decided she's going to make lasagna and freeze it for me, so I would have food while she's gone. Well, she's gone 6 weeks. So she filled up a refrigerator or a freezer full of lasagna. And I was thinking, oh, this is the best thing. I'm going to eat lasagna every day. It's going to be great. And it was for like a week.
Yeah, and
And I
then
got so sick of lasagna. I
I,
haven't had lasagna since.
I was just about to ask you what happened out. Like it's not a thing anymore, huh?
It is not a thing anymore.
Oh my goodness. Bless her heart for thinking of you and like doing all that. That's
When she
not
did so much work, I felt like I had to eat it. Oh,
oh,
so sick of lasagna.
oh.
And it was good
Oh,
for a little while.
that's beautiful. That makes sense to 20 years now.
Yeah, yeah.
Many
Yeah, it was
blessings
pretty.
to you too.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So, Sophia, before I let you go, where can we find you on social media, and do you have like a web page or something for the movie?
Oh yes. You can find me at Sophia with an F
Mm-hmm.
J Yepes, Yepes on all the social medias.
Yeah.
That's my social media handle. And for the film, in the black dot TV, and we're on the opening page.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I always get it's silly, but I always get excited about apps that I haven't tried before. I was like, oh, I wonder what kind of content's on this one. What am I
Yeah, check
gonna...
it out. I know they're putting a lot, they're doing a lot, a big push. They're adding a lot, they're investing a lot. So definitely check it out.
Yeah,
See what you other
yeah,
little
that's
gems find.
pretty awesome. And how exciting to get a movie out there. I mean, because I know it takes a lot of effort just to get it made, but
Yeah.
then to actually market it and get it distributed, good for you. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
that's pretty good. Well, Sophia, open invitation. When you're ready, we'll do it again.
Amazing. Lovely. Thank you so much. This was so fun.
It was. Okay, hold on one second. Sofia Yepes. Absolutely love her. Talented. Yeah, she's really talented. Make sure to keep an eye out for the low end theory. You won't regret it. I'll come back and give my official review, but I've seen the trailer. The movie looks great. So do yourself a favor. The low end theory, check it out. She plays Raquel, and she also helped with the writing. Um, if you're finding us let me say this. Sophia was so terrific. We were supposed to talk a couple of days ago, and I'm having a little bit of some issues with my Parkinson's medication, and I was able to get into the doctor, and she was nice enough. It just so happened it was at the time we were supposed to be talking. She was nice enough to move it to today, and I really appreciated it. I'm doing fine. But that was really it allowed me to get in a couple of weeks before I would have had to wait to. So I really appreciated her moving the time. If you're finding us for the first time, so happy that you're here and would love to have your support. It's easy to do. It's free. We don't ask for any money. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. Please subscribe. That's all we ask. It doesn't cost you anything. It really helps us to bring in these terrific guests. YouTube, MeisterCon Pod. Please subscribe. Our website is meistercon.com. You can find right now, I put episode 944 out today. You can find all of those audio and video versions on the website, meistercon.com. If we're doing anything in studio, like watching Low End Theory, or if we're going on location, covering a convention, anything we have going on, be on the website, meistercon.com. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Bye, everybody.